Hey, welcome Inspirators. It's your boy Tony D from TonyDoyleInspires.com popping in here once again. Have something I think you guys are going to be really interested in. This is the newest video in our series, In Their Own Words. And if you haven't already recognized this lady right here, we'll be talking about her. That is Esther Hicks. If you follow this channel, you probably know about Esther and Abraham already. But hopefully through their own words, we're going to be able to let you get in a little bit more into Abraham. And as always, we do, of course, subscribe to the theory that you should do your own homework as well. So this is basically an introduction. And we're going to do a whole bunch of quotes here today. I'll give you a little bit of history about Esther and how she came to translate Abraham. But that being said, if this is something that interests you, I do invite you to go ahead and subscribe to our channel here at Inspire8. We put out videos multiple times a week to keep you inspired, motivated, and high vibrational. Similar to this one. So please do subscribe. Have your friends subscribe as well. And when you do so, hit that little bell symbol. That way you get notification every day when we do upload new material. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I tell you guys often, but it actually, on YouTube, it works a little bit different. They actually use those thumbs up videos as recommended videos for like-minded folks. So it's a great way to spread the word. As always, the best way is to spread it directly. So if you know someone who needs these words, someone who's interested in learning more about Abraham, maybe a little scared and nervous, please forward this video to them. Hopefully we will open up a little bit of dialogue and some conversation in that area. So, that being said, we're going to jump right into it. Once again, we are talking about Esther Hicks today, someone who is definitely foundational in a lot of the New Thought movement currently, and has been for quite some time, as we'll go over here real quick before we get into it. And then I want to leave you with several of the quotes from Esther and Abraham. And then once again, like I said, invite you to do your own research. But I'm ready to get into it. I hope you guys are excited. Abraham is definitely one of the go-to sources for me as far as inspiration goes, especially on the spiritual level. But as you can see, as you will see, if you're not, if you've heard a lot about Abraham and you've heard the same 5 quotes regurgitated over and over and over, don't feel like you're alone unless you actually go on YouTube and start watching your own, or better yet, and I would highly suggest this, attend your own Abraham Hicks event. You'll start to get to know Esther a little bit better, as well as teachings of Abraham. So that being said, let's get you an introduction here. So we're talking about Esther Hicks. Okay, so Esther Hicks is an inspirational speaker and author. She has co-authored 9 books with her recently departed husband, Jerry Hicks. Esther presents law of attraction workshops around the world and has done so since 1987. She also appeared in the original version of the 2006 breakout film The Secret, which kind of reinvigorated law of attraction for the world. And it is said that Abraham is actually the source material of most of that film. So it's pretty interesting. Now, her books include the series The Law of Attraction, which, according to Esther, is translated from a group of non-physical entities called Abraham. All right? Now, don't let that freak you out. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'll admit to you right now that in the beginning, that kind of freaked me out. Okay. I've shared on other videos and in interviews, that I was at a point when I was introduced to Abraham, I was coming from a place where I wasn't real accepting to those types of things. Spirit mediums, those non-physical energies was something that I wasn't really interested in hearing from at that point. Luckily, one of my mentors, Dr. Dyer, introduced me to Esther and Jerry. And then after that, I was able to see them live, and then got into all the YouTube videos. And now really a day doesn't go by that I don't use some Abraham teachings kind of to inspire me on my day. So, but if you are at that same point where it freaks you out, it's okay. I'm telling you, just stick with me. Let the words themselves sink in and see how much you are aligned with them. Okay. If you're like me, and I think a lot of you guys are, this will definitely be in line with what you believe already. Okay. So let's get back into it. Like I said, so these non-physical entities call themselves Abraham. Esther describes what she's doing is simply tapping into infinite intelligence. Now, Hay House, which is kind of my connection to it, and as you guys know, I've got manuscripts with Hay House as well. And Dr. Dyer was published through Hay House, which is how he knew Esther and Jerry. But Hay House published the Hicks best-selling book, Ask and It Is Given, in 2004. Since then, they've published several more New York Times bestsellers for Esther, including The Law of Attraction, Money and the Law of Attraction, The Astonishing Power of Emotion, and The Amazing Power of Deliberate Intent. Okay, Esther also has written and published popular fictional series simply known as the Sarah books, which are aimed at introducing Law of Attraction to kids. As an interesting side note, I actually use those books and the ideas around them in my nonprofit work with TDI Global Foundation for Youth, introducing Law of Attraction, as well as simple forms of mindfulness like meditation and those type of things. So, all right, let's get back into it. Esther Hicks. I want to get you to these quotes, but let me establish a little bit more about Esther and how she comes by these teachings. So according to Esther, she is simply an interpreter of energy sent to her by a group of non-physical entities collectively known as Abraham, right? So Abraham describes themselves as a group of consciousness from a non-physical dimension. They have also said, "We are that which you are. You are the leading edge of that which we are. We are that which is at the heart of all religion, the source energy of love." So, the basic tenets here, let's talk a little bit about the teachings. So basically, if you're not into it, you can go online and look for Abraham/Hicks. Okay, so that's when they publish things, it's usually the quotes are under Abraham Hicks, meaning Abraham's words translated by Esther Hicks. And you can find Abraham Hicks teachings. I definitely suggest you get onto YouTube and look for the videos. And there's a whole series of new animated videos which are really fun as well. So, so all of her books and her lectures and all that is based on this experience with Abraham. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the basic tenets and teachings of Abraham, or Abraham Hicks. Okay, so in a nutshell, and like I said, please do go on and check it out yourself, but I want to give you a little bit of basis. But in a nutshell, the teachings basically are people create their own reality, okay, through their attention and focus. It's about vibration. It's about energy. Emotions are your personal guidance system that indicates how close or distant you are to how Source feels about a particular topic that you may be focused on. And life is meant to be fun and easy. So obviously there's nuances to all of those, but I believe their teachings kind of boil down to those three simple tenets. You are a creator. You can use your own emotions to figure out where you're at. She calls it emotional guidance system. And life is meant to be fun and easy. Okay, so when you're not experiencing fun and easy, you're far away from what you should be doing, right? So, all right. So a large part of Esther's work centers around this concept called the law of attraction. All right. We have another video on that. I definitely suggest you check that out, about the history of the law of attraction, and I kind of bring it all the way up through the present, and of course include Esther and Abraham in that. But basically, William Walker Atkinson first wrote about this concept of law of attraction in his book Thought Vibration in 1906. Now, previous to that, in the video, I trace it back thousands of years, elements of those things. But the first time in this century that it was mentioned is in 1906. The book is called Thought Vibration. And since then has gained momentum throughout this century, due in large part to the teachings of Esther and Abraham, who has influenced all of the New Thought leaders currently. And like I said, in the beginning, they are the source material and appeared in the original version of The Secret, which film basically reintroduced the idea of law of attraction to most of the world. Okay. So with that in mind, we are proud to present today the words of Abraham, interpreted by Esther Hicks. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Don't want to keep you too long, but and I'm hoping this is super interesting for you guys, as much for you as it is for me. So that's just a little basis of that. Of what, and like I said, please go and check it out. The more you get into it, I'm telling you, the positive momentum will sweep over you. So let's get into some of these quotes. There are obviously hundreds of thousands of quotes to pick from Abraham and Esther. Their body of work is huge. Their subject matter is basically all of life. So I've narrowed it down here to 30 or 40 of my favorite ones, but in no means this is a comprehensive list, so please go check it out for yourself. All right, that being said, let's get into it. These are all the words of Abraham Hicks, otherwise Abraham as interpreted by Esther Hicks. Whatever you're thinking about is literally like planting a future event. When you're worrying, you're planning. When you're appreciating, you're planning. You are planning a future event. You're planting something that will be harvested later. When something really, really, really matters to you, let it go. Say to the universe, you know what I want. Give it to me in the path of least resistance. Give it to me the easiest way possible. Give it to me in any way I can get it. Like the air you breathe, abundance in all things is available to you. Your life will simply be as good as you allow it to be. Everything is unfolding perfectly, and as you relax and find ease in your attitude of trust, knowing that well-being is your birthright, amazing things will happen. Things the like of which you have not seen before. And of course, this famous quote, "A belief is only a thought that you keep thinking." Talk as if what you want is in the process of becoming, because it is. And perhaps my favorite, hard to pick a favorite, but this one, this is gold nugget right here. There is nothing you cannot be or do or have. Period. Abraham Hicks. All right, let me just rapid fire some of these others off. Hopefully you're feeling the resonance with this as well. I really do love this stuff, and this is something I do every single day to stay in a high vibration, so I invite you to do the same if you're finding resonance with it. So more from Abraham Hicks. Like I said, I'm just going to rapidly fire off these last 10 or 12 here for you guys. Find something that makes you happy and fixate on it. That is the answer to all things. It's the answer to getting everything you want. Alignment trumps everything. Stay off the subject that disturbs your alignment, and everything you are about will come into alignment. The secret of the universe really is minding your own business. What we mean by this is, don't get so involved in the desires or beliefs of others that you cause confusion or chatter in your own vibration and compromise your own alignment. The closer you are to alignment with what you want, the calmer you feel. You can't watch out for bad things and allow good things. Not at the same time. It's vibrationally not possible. The greatest thing you can give yourself is freedom from what other people think. Everything you believe affects everything that comes to you. Stop asking others to be the change that you need in order to feel better. That is the freedom you are looking for. You control your change. Your work is to create the feeling in yourself even before you have the marriage, even before you have the money, even before you have the thing. Even before you have that property, it's about the feeling. When you reach for the thought that feels better, the universe is now responding differently to you because of that effort. And so the things that follow get better and better too. So it gets easier to reach for the thought that just feels better, because you are on an ever-increasing, improving platform that feels better. I like this one too, being that I'm a manifesting coach. This is very, very poignant and true. You are not technically manifesting. You are creating the environment that allows the manifestation in. I like that distinction. The entire universe is conspiring to give you everything that you want. The most valuable skill or talent that you could ever have or develop is that of directing your thoughts toward that which you want. If you are not excited about it, it's not the right path. Not only does the thought you are choosing right now attract the next thought and the next and so on, it also provides the basis of your alignment with your inner being. You are powerfully on your path, and you are just beginning the best part of your life. What you are living is the evidence of what you are thinking and feeling every single time. As you practice your more positive, better feeling story, in time, your pleasure will become the dominant vibration within you. And then, as you couple your pleasure with your means of earning, the two will blend perfectly and enhance one another. I like this too. You're picky about the car you drive. You're picky about what you wear. You're picky about what you put in your mouth. Be pickier about what you think. Once you start deliberately offering thought, you access the energy that creates worlds. Call that deliberate creation. People like you just as much as you like yourself. That's interesting, huh? And just the last few here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this from Esther and Abraham. Got 5 or 6 more here. Everything springs forth from the imagination. Everything lines up great with Neville Goddard. Of course, he teaches the law of assumption, which is just slightly different than the law of attraction. They actually can work hand in hand, and we talk about that in some other videos as well. But let me just repeat that real quick. Everything springs forth from imagination, everything. As you think thoughts that feel good to you, you will be in harmony with who you really are. So find something that makes you happy and think about it a lot. Never mind what is. Imagine it the way you want it to be, so that your vibration is a match to your desire. That's the key. As we have told you, a belief is only a thought you continue to think. And when your beliefs match your desires, then your desires must become your reality. When you focus on the good gets better and better and better. And finally, this gem, which is oft quoted, but definitely is a key to life as far as bringing gratitude and appreciation and thankfulness into your life. Simply stated, the quote is, "Upon waking, let your first thought be, thank you." Like I said, that's just a little sampling of the thousands of quotes and teachings from Abraham and Esther Hicks. I do invite you to get into some of those yourself. Who knows, there are so many that I had to cull out of that. I may do a part 2 of this video if you guys are interested in that. Comment that down below here, or you can always go to our Facebook page of the same name, NSPR8, Inspirate. We upload these videos there and have a lively discussion. So come join us over there as well. Once again, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the little bell symbol for notifications. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, feel free to send the link out directly to folks you feel like could benefit from this. I appreciate all of your help. All right, that's it for today, guys. Hopefully you found this very inspiring. I love Esther and Abraham's teachings. Like I said, it is something that I do on a daily basis to stay high vibrational. And obviously in my own coaching and speaking and coursework and workshop facilitating and those type of things, I use a lot of these principles in my own work, and I definitely could say that a lot of my work is based off of this as well. So hopefully that was good for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below who else you would like me to cover. I've got a whole list of people, both past and present, that I want to get to, and let me know who I should add to the list. All right, that's it for today. Appreciate you guys tuning into the Inspirate channel, and remember, if you're not inspired, you're just not looking around enough, right? You're not appreciating. Take a look around, find something to appreciate, and like Abraham says, fixate on it, okay? You deserve to be happy, and it's all in your choice. So, all right, I love you guys, and until next time, stay inspired. Peace.